Several years ago, when people heard AI, they thought Siri, they thought Alexa, and OK Google. They were all somewhat crappy pieces of technology that were just virtual assistants and were full of fallbacks. For the average person, advanced AI seemed like something of the far future. Some feared it and some looked up to it, but it was still something of the future. Then, OpenAI came along and announced DALL-E. At first, it was just a fun tool for people to mess around with, but with DALL-E 2, artists started to get frightened. This was further intensified when an AI-generated artwork won an art competition.
The winning piece was created by artificial intelligence.
It has been sold for 1,100 Australian dollars.
It is stirring up a conversation of what is considered art.
And his artwork receiving thousands of comments on social media calling the win unfair.
Did the person who won the award create the program?
There were many moral questions. Is the creator DALL-E or is it the user? Is this ethical? Will it take our jobs? But the advancement of AI kept on. OpenAI announced their next new thing, ChatGPT. It took off in no time and became mainstream. Soon, teenagers started to adopt the technology. Some were just using it as a tool to understand materials better, but others were asking it to do their assignments for them. To combat this, teachers started to use AI detectors, but only when they were suspicious of the work's originality. This meant that if ChatGPT emulated the student's writing style enough, the student could pass by without getting caught. The question is, can ChatGPT mimic a student's writing style well enough to trick a teacher? One is an original work, one ChatGPT wrote. Can you distinguish between the two?
The second one is AI.
Actually, that's mine. Do you think you can 100% catch people using ChatGPT?
Of course not. We're not superheroes. We know that it is really hard to detect, and there are detectors that are being created, but there's false positives and stuff like that. But the point is, it's causing English teachers a huge headache. The only thing that we can do is teach you what is right, what is wrong, what's ethical, what's unethical.
It is inevitable that AIs will get better and better and that people will use them. Then why not start teaching students how to use it properly in a beneficial and moral way?
Definitely technology can be very useful if you use it in the right way. ChatGPT is like a really faster Google where it does give you a bunch of information that you quickly find on the internet. It can be used in a very productive way. It can make your work much more efficient, but you need to do the work, the effort, the brain power to write your own essays.
AIs today are like how computers and the internet were several decades ago. We can use them as valuable tools. Of course, there was plagiarism due to the internet. There will be plagiarism due to AI in the future. However, that is why we have to educate ourselves and the students about AI, to use it properly, rather than shying away from it. It is true that just like how we still have plagiarism, we will still have people submitting AI work.
I do know that there are so many students who disregard our life advice and still do bad things.
Still, through education, we can at least give them a viable option of using AI in a moral and ethical way.